Welcome or welcome back. If you are new here, thank you for being new here. We are going on a little shopping trip over a couple of days. I hit a couple of stores twice, so bear with me. This was yesterday. Ross has a few Halloween things out, not a ton. I'm sure as time goes on, they will get more. These were 21.99. They are beautiful. And I came really close to buying these. There were two, but I didn't because you have to remember just because something looks good in the store doesn't mean you need to take it home. This little shelf was basically the only Halloween stuff they had out. A little end cap, and then this shelf. They had some cute copper pumpkins. I used to be really into the all natural wood and copper and things like that. That would have went great in that era, but I'm no longer in that era at this time, so didn't pick any of those up. This pillow was adorable, but it's kind of uncomfortable where it has all the little diamonds on it or what have you. And my gosh, why is acrylic so expensive? It's just hard plastic or something, isn't it? I don't know. Anyway, so I've noticed mummies are kind of a thing this year. I didn't pick any up, not interested, and I love that bat, but mummies tend to have finally got their moment in the sun. They're cute. I'm sure somebody will love them and love to find those. Again, this end cap was all they had, and of course, there were some random things kind of scattered throughout the store. Those hands were cute. I'm not really doing a lot of outside decor this year, mainly focusing on just inside. And then Halloween night, of course. But anywho, here is the cutest ghost thing I've ever seen. It was like a table runner. I'm wanting to get the blanket that looks like this. I've been really thinking about it, and I had the opportunity at Marshall's the other day and skipped the opportunity and missed out because somebody else purchased it. And so, that was my bad. And I found this art print. I kind of can't stand Ross art prints, they're so Rossy. But this one I thought was interesting. I was like, with those skeleton hand spider lanterns that we saw at the beginning, that would look really cute together. And I really could not keep my eyes off of this. I was like, it's kind of that subtle Halloween thing. But this year I'm going for more kooky and in your face, so I did skip this. But it is fun to look, right? That's kind of the reason I go shopping. It's kind of like the poor man's museum. Does that make sense? And so Goodwill was not Goodwilling yesterday. And to be honest with you, my Goodwill rarely Goodwills. I don't know if people in my area just have terrible taste in items or what, or I don't know. I don't know what the situation is, but there's rarely anything like show stopping in there. That little bench was cute. Definitely not my style. And $50, that's too much. Let's just be honest here. They're extremely expensive on their items, and this stuff is given to them free of charge. If they would lower the prices, they could sell more. That makes sense to me, but somebody tell Goodwill. So I was looking at that little table. I didn't know what it was. I get stuck on stupid sometimes, but anyway, I was looking at up and down. Didn't need it, just being nosy. I feel like I forced myself to find things that are interesting in here because y'all have been in here enough with me by now to have seen a lot of this stuff time and time again. It's just not stuff that they can move. It just doesn't sell. Oh, I think I saw a pink pumpkin trick or treat bucket back there. Dang, did I miss that? I probably did. I hate when I miss things and I wouldn't even know it. But when I go back and watch my own videos to make sure I did everything right, sometimes I'll notice things I wish I would have got. And I'm always in them pictures, y'all, forever looking at their artwork. That is probably the only area in Goodwill that sometimes I can strike gold, but most of the time not. And this is probably the worst section. A lot of people like to pile over here to see what's there, but look at it. I mean, that was kind of old and kind of cool, but for the most part, to be honest with you, I'm not about throwing things in the landfill. Y'all know, repurpose. buy used, save the difference, what have you. But I'm going to be truthful. I think a lot of this stuff is just garbage. I think at some point you got to cut your losses and say, it's time to let it go, like forever let it go. But alas, I don't make the Goodwill rules. So, ended up at the bin store. This was today. This is a brand new day. It was $5 day, and I have not been to the bin store nearly the amount that I had been going. Kind of slowed myself down. We're still doing a kitchen renovation, so I'm trying not to spend too much money because we've ran into as it usually happens with renovations, we've ran into a few things that cost more than I expected. So I am trying to chill out a little bit. I really don't need anything at this point. It's just the wants. But I wanted to go browse around and see what they had because I hadn't been there steady. So it's the same stuff, man. It's kind of depressing when you think about it. I mean, they had a lot, and they always have a lot, but very picked over. And I know that's hard to imagine because, you look around, you're like, wow, picked over. How much was there before that? Well, a lot. But most of the high dollar stuff that I probably would want, it's already gone. If you're not first, you're last. I did pick up two things from here, which you'll see later, but they're handy things, right? They're not just frivolous, silly things that you just buy because they look cute and you get them home and you're like, why did I buy this? I have that happen way too often, or I did, rather. But now I'm learning my lesson. I'm doing better with my shopping habits. I'm trying to do it smarter, so... But I do have a good time looking always because the truth is you just don't know what you're going to find. Now, if you're wondering to yourself, what is an Amazon bin store? Well, let me tell you really quickly. It is a store where the owners buy pallets or truckloads of pallets from Amazon or other stores. It could be returns. It could be last year's version of. It could be overstock, etc. Could be new, could be used. It all gets dumped out on these tables, and it starts out at a set price. For instance, $10 for anything you find on the table, $10 each. Then the next day it'll go down to like 8, the next day 5, etc. so on, and it goes all the way down, well, in my particular store, down to $1. Now you may say, well, does that mean, oh, hi, oh my goodness, I'm looking wild today. Anyway, so you might be thinking to yourself, okay, so if there's something that's only worth $1 in there, is it $10 on $10 day? Answer is yes. But you have to remember, they're not going to go through and just price this stuff just particularly each item. That'd be crazy. That's where you get your good discounts, though, because everything being the same price means you could find something on $1 day that's worth $100. So it all does pan out. I know I've heard some people actually in the store say, oh my gosh, this isn't worth $10. Well, yeah, sure, but they're not making you buy it. So, use your noggin, okay? So, yeah, I just wanted to browse through. I like that little chest bag. That is super cute. Or no, that's a fanny pack. They had chest bags and fanny packs, but I have a little black fanny pack that I love. And I actually had it on today, so I did not pick one up. Now, the old me of yesteryear or, a few weeks ago would have went ahead and purchased that because, it's a different color than I have. And what if my zipper tears up on mine or what have you? But I'm not living in the what ifs. That's why I'm minimal-ish, okay? I do go through these moments where I buy too much, but I quickly take the L, get it figured out, get back on track, and that's where I'm at now. That's why I'm shopping, not buying. You ever heard the old saying, it's called fishing, not catching? Right? Okay, you with me? Hit the like button if you're with me. Okay? I love those baskets. If they were, I don't know, $5 for the whole stack, I would have taken them. But most of the time when they have stacks of things, it's like 2 for $5 or what have you. So it wouldn't have been worth it. And the truth is, I have no earthly idea what I would even do with those baskets. Now, I'm packing around that box right there. Those are, I don't even know what you would call them. They're shelves with rollers on the bottom, really narrow, and there were two of them in there. So two for $5 would have been way worth it, but they were teal, and there were two, and I didn't know where I would put them. Now, my mind can come up with 50 million reasons I should get it, like what if, what if, what if. But at the end of the day, I set them down and somebody else picked them up. The good news is I found one that was basically as wide as both of those, which was also a rolling cart of magic. And I did purchase it. And I'm actually using it right now. And you'll see it later in this video when I put it together. Sometimes, you got to get things to try it out to see if you will like it. And another way I am blessed is I do have people in my family that will take things off my hands. I've got a pretty big family, so we will just kind of transport things from one person to another. And if nobody wants it, then they just send it off to Goodwill or a local charity shop or thrift store or what have you and just give it to them. So don't worry, nothing goes to waste, right? We use everything over and over, time and again, until the wheels completely fall off, literally. So no worries there. But they had a lot of kind of like random stuff, and I will give you a big life hack when it comes to bin stores. Don't be fooled by plain boxes and boxes that feel really light, like nothing's in it that's good or whatever. Open those boxes, not over the tables. Go to the opening station, but open those boxes and see, because I found some of the coolest stuff ever in boxes that most people would just pass up because they just didn't look interesting. So I find that's where I find the coolest stuff sometimes. A lot of food out here today, which I think I spoke of in another video. I know pallet food is a little sketch. I personally do not pick up food here, but I think Chad has grabbed like big boxes of like granola bars or snacks or something, and he actually liked them. So anyway, I get out to the car. I'm like, oh my gosh, his back seat looks like there's been an explosion. Well, there wasn't an explosion, but I did buy this for $5 today, and look how handy. $47 retail. It's like a cleaning caddy, but it worked good. Like at work, he uses masks and things like that. I'm getting ahead of myself here. So that came in handy. And then I bought the other thing for $5, so $10 total. All right, let's go to Marshall's. Let's calm it down. So of course I'm going in here and everybody's in my way. I'm like, move, just move. I didn't say that, but anyway, I was like, let's look for some Halloween. You never know what they're going to put out. And I was like, oh, good, a cart, brand spanking new items, good. But turns out there was just a few things. I mean, that spooky pumpkin was cute, not $20 cute, but it was, it was Halloweening, and that's what we like. It's what we came to see. And I was kind of floored by these little guys. They were kind of Joanna Parker-ish looking. I don't think they were Joanna Parker, but anyway, she has a vintage style for her decor, if you did not know. But they were $16.99, and they were made of like freaking felt. I was like, what is happening right now? Love that ghost. That old lady was in my way, getting on my nerves, but God bless her. I did get over there to look at him. Could not find a price, and honestly, I'm getting real tired of Marshalls putting price tags on the bottom of these really heavy items, because I'm going to end up breaking one. And I know they say you break it, you buy it. No, I will run away. I will run out of the store. I'm not doing that. So please, Marshalls, start putting your tags, somewhere besides the bottom. That doesn't make sense. And I like glanced across the room, and I noticed they had an empty shelf where there was Halloween stuff, like a couple of days before. So I guess they're trying to consolidate and get it all in one spot, which is fine. I understand. But I feel like when they spread it out, it gives the illusion that they have more than they do. I don't know. Anyhow, again, another store that as the season approaches, they're going to be getting more and more inventory in. But it's also another store where you have to be there or be square, because you're going to miss everything, because people are buying up Halloween like mad cakes. I don't know what has kicked this into overdrive for people, but they are bananas about the Halloween stuff. It's crazy. And I love how I'm talking about people, but really, I'm one of those people too. Don't tell anybody though, okay? Okay, secret's safe. So they did have some cute stuff, and there's the little ghost again. Ghosts are a hot ticket deal this year. Um, I like ghosts big time. I'm a big bat fan, ghost, not really witches. I like pumpkins. The mummies are cute, but I don't know. I could do without them. The birds, like the ravens or crows or whatever, I don't know which they are. Are they ravens or crows? Let me know in the comments section if you're some kind of birdologist what the difference is. I have no idea. But anyway, all I know is they are $20 a pillow, honey, and that is not going to happen. But I did think this rug was worth 20. It was heavy and it was big and it had some little dogs on it and little ghost costumes. That's another thing I noticed. A lot of animal themed spooky stuff, which they have out every year, but this year in particular, it seemed to be like, I don't know, every time I would go look, it was there. So I meandered to the blanket section and throws. I missed out, my own fault, on the beautiful hot pink ghost throw, and that was stupid on my part. I had it in my hands, put it down, walked away, and somebody bought it immediately, and I've yet to see it again. But I saved 40 bucks by not buying it. It's fine. They did have this Hello Kitty. That was something different that I hadn't seen the last time. But I mean, I'm not a Hello Kitty fan. And good for you if you are. That's great. Hey, if you like it, I love it. But for me, not so much. I like cutesy stuff, but that's a little too cutesy for me, you know? So I'm somewhere between gothic and cute. And I packed that pillow around knowing good and dang well I'm not paying $20 for a pillow, because on Temu you can buy pillowcase covers of any kind you could possibly imagine. So just buy the inserts, okay? And then I saw that thing. It was like the shape of lips and it was so cute, but it wasn't like $59, $79 cute, whatever. I know I'm a cheapskate. Why do I even come in here? Maybe I should just stay at Dollar Tree. These blankets have been around for the past week. I mean, they're selling slowly, but I don't think people are in love with that motif. I get it. And their throws weren't throwing to me. I like the little witch blanket, but I don't do witches because they scare me. But I don't know. I just don't feel like they had a good variety. It's weird. And how do y'all feel about all these bright colors? Pink and all the, I don't know, pastels and all that. I don't know how I feel about it. I kind of like it, but I don't know. But they did have an amazing selection of dog toys. I got Beavis, the Beetlejuice, and Lydia, but I went back to get the It and the balloon, and it was gone because, again, people are buying everything. So I guess it's fine. She has the one she has, and those were all gone too. So I'm glad I bought them when a daggone did. You know, we just don't have enough stores in my town. That's the problem, really. But anyhow, we'll go to Ross. Good old fashioned Ross. And I was coming in hot in here. Here I go. Hoping beyond hope that they had put out a big, amazing display of Halloween. Well, turns out they hadn't. And you're going to see some repeats from the day before. But they did have these black jack-o'-lanterns, not the ones with the little handle, but these. And I was like, yep, how much are you? It was $12.99. I said, yep, done, sold. Did buy one of those. I was going to get both, but I was like, nah. There's the cute ghost again. I was like, it's calling my name, but $12.99, I don't think so. And they had the shower curtains back. Last time I saw these about a week or two ago, they lasted 24 hours and all of them sold out, probably because they're a good price at $7.99. But I'm going to be honest with you, I would love to be the type of person that just Halloweens the entire house apart, like every nook and cranny and, you know, every plate and bowl and shower curtain and toilet paper and what have you's got ghost on it and everything else. I'm just not that person. I do love decor and I love to touch it and look at it and enjoy it and appreciate it, but nah, I passed those up. But not before I looked at this once again. Had it been a blanket, I would have bought it. But it wasn't, unfortunately. I could order one of those off of Temu or Amazon or whatever, but I don't know. I'm going to think it over. Anyhow, so I can see already there's that sparkly spiderweb pillow. It is still there. And I like this tablecloth. I thought that was really pretty. I don't know. It didn't have any bats or witches or anything like that on it, but it was really, really cute. And there's my pumpkin dude. I noticed I've been buying a lot of black pumpkins, but I don't have any really orange ones. I have like one in the bedroom. I don't know. And I thought this was cute. It was really flimsy for the price, but it was really, really cute. That would be adorable to put some Halloween decor on, or fill it with candy. Use it all year round. But there he is, old Jack the Lantern. Had to get him. Anything $12.99 or under, I'm a sucker for. It's where I do my best work. And there's their pitiful end cap. It still has the same stuff there, plus some gummy bears somebody dropped off. I don't know what's going on. I feel like Ross is like the new Big Lots in a way, because I feel like everything is just scattered everywhere. Somebody put those pumpkins in the summer decor. I was like, who are these heathens? But they didn't have anything new really. And of course, I'm sure once again, closer it gets to fall, actual fall, not summer fall, not YouTube fall, like, all the YouTubers are starting to celebrate fall, and I am too. I love to talk about people when I'm those people. Anyway, there was a boot pillow. Yeehaw. That's crazy. I liked it though. And then I almost knocked that woman's whole cart out of the way, and her too, and sent her flying across the store because, like, oh my gosh, that is the blanket I want. Look at this thing. It's $20. That kind of threw me for a loop. But it was gorgeous. It had spiders, it had the spider webs. It was kind of that sweater material. And even though it's like scorching friggin' Hades hot outside right now, I have to keep thinking in my head, it's going to be cold and chilly. And I'm going to be so glad to have like a big knitted throw. And I really was determined to get it. I kind of got mesmerized by the eyeballs, but didn't want those. I did want to check and see if they had any ghosts, I'm not going to lie, but they didn't. And I was like, I really should just go ahead and get the throw. I mean, it looks so elegant. I know that's weird to say about Halloween, but there are different genres, and there's my pumpkin. Glad I didn't forget him. And I feel like at the end of the day, it was a little too elegant for what I want to go for. I said I was going for more kooky, like that blanket there, that kind of reminded me of The Shining. But I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, I did not get the throw. I should have probably, and if I went back right now, likely it's already gone, which is unfortunate. But if I want a throw, and I'm honest about it, and I'm very mindful about it, which I should be, right? That's how to be minimal-ish. Then I want to get the ghost throw. That is the one I want to get. I'm not going to settle just because something's pretty or whatever. But there it is. I was really thinking hard about it. I think ultimately what threw me off were the spiders. I loved the spider webs, but I didn't get it. But I did get him, and now I'm home, and look how cute he is. Oh my gosh, look at Beefus. The whole world's black and white, isn't it? I don't know. So here is what I picked up at the bin store, which is that table / cart on wheels. Tons of parts, but it was easy to put together. It was so cool. And like I said, I'm using it right now. I do not regret buying it for $5 all day, every day. Look at it. How cute. Put your drinks and your remote and your iPad, or, your little budget binder, or whatever, your Bible, because y'all need to be reading it just like I do. I need to be reading it also. But yeah, I was so glad I got that. What an amazing, exhausting couple of days. I want to thank you all for watching. Again, if you're new, thank you for being new. Be sure and subscribe so you do not miss any videos or uploads or live streams or what have you. God bless you guys. I will see all of you in the next one.